Francis Dordor is not new to the subject. Formerly editor-in-chief of the music magazine Best, and then reporter at the Inrockuptibles, he has already devoted several books to the man who brought reggae to the world stage, and popularized the Rasta message at the same time. This new chronological biography is carefully documented and puts Marley's trajectory in its social, political and historical context. It gives the character an even greater weight, by rooting him deeply in the history of Jamaica, haunted by the ghosts of slavery, and in the history of third world countries, which at the same time are trying to extricate themselves from the post-colonial grip. His story, punctuated by the artist's discography, also allows us to understand how much the lyrics of his songs, hummed by all, resonate with his life and the chaotic situation of his country. The author looks back on his encounters with Marley, and his relationship with the last prophet of our time. Opening of Francis Dordor's report in Kingston, published in Best in 1980. When did you first meet Bob Marley? Back in July 1975 in the lounge of a large London hotel, the day after the Wailers concert at the Lyceum, from which the live album was taken. Marley was giving a press conference attended by a large delegation of journalists from all over the world, some from New Zealand. I was a young reporter for the monthly, Best. That was the moment when everything changed for him, when he suddenly turned from a specialist's hobby into a global phenomenon. I have two clear memories. The fact that he showed up in front of the press in the same outfit, a faded denim outfit, that he had worn the day before on stage. He had obviously not slept and had been out in London's trendy clubs all night. The second was the awkwardness I caused by asking a rather silly, if innocent, question about the recently deposed and imprisoned Emperor Haile Selassie. I asked him if he was going to free the Negus. Except that everyone understood free the niggers, which is not exactly the same thing. Bob tried to respond in a diplomatic way. But there were members of the London branch of the Black Panthers in the room, and that was less cool. I actually realized the misunderstanding when I read the Melody Maker report. I took the trouble to write to the paper to clear up the misunderstanding, and my reply was published the following week. Bob Marley and Francis Dordor, London 1977 by Claude GassianAnd. Your last meeting with him? I had the chance to meet Bob Marley several times, in London, Paris, Kingston, and to follow him during the last 5 years of his life, those which correspond to his meteoric rise.